Hello, everyone. Hi, Ed Spunny says, and we're back. It's a little later on in the evening, but I wanted to see if I can get in another episode of the story. So I was thinking maybe we could just pick up where we left off. Yeah, let's get right into it. I wanted to find out what was going on, so I thought, well, the conditions are still good here. Let's get in another episode and see what's going on, because I think something is about to happen. Okay, we're in Lucette's room, and we just had a long, grisly discussion about where to stab someone in order to kill them quickly. Apparently in the neck. Oh God! Now that I think about it, I wonder if I had answered. There was a choice of answering the neck or the abdomen. We had a choice to where was the quickest way to kill someone. I wonder if I answered the abdomen. I wonder what kind of grisly answer we would have gotten there. Or if he would have, or if Rumpel, Chevalier would have just said no, and went on to start talking about the neck. Okay, so we're in Lucette's room, so let's continue on from here. The machine was quiet when we returned. They just returned from the plaza where they had been speaking. They had been in the clinic helping other soldiers. Sick soldiers and wounded ones. The machine was quiet when we returned. Everyone had already disappeared into their rooms, and so I went straight to mine. I also forced Chevalier to go back to his. He has been on his feet all day, and he needs the rest. I plopped down onto my bed as soon as we returned home. I glanced briefly to the side, where Chevalier's bouquet is in the vase Parfait had given to me. No, let's knock. Who is it? Parfait. Come in. God, that's the first time I've ever had that conversation where somebody knocked and somebody answered and said their name and Lucette said, and somebody said, "Come in." The very, very normal way for people to behave. Parfait, you've returned. Parfait looks paler than normal. I realized with a start that Chevalier did not tend to her at all today. Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. How are the soldiers at the clinic? Not good. Many of them have been gravely wounded. Some said they remembered magic. Others say that they do not remember anything at all. A shadow falls over Parfait's expression as she sighs. So the circumstances are direr than we thought. It is a good thing Chevalier is there to lend a helping hand. Did you all manage to come up with a plan? Parfait, it's proving more difficult than we anticipated. Galora and I are willing to put ourselves in danger, Walls is too, because he can use magic to a certain extent. The knights in Karma have their blades. But Chevalier, I do not want to involve him in this. Because you're worried about him? Of course I am. You've grown, Princess. You remind me of a younger Hilda. Back then, Hilda was both calm and resilient. That's right, Hilda was... Lucette. Hilda is the name of Lucette's mother. One moment she could be smiling ear to ear. The next she could be strict and unmovable as the coldest ice. So she was... At some points she was nice, so... Well, Hilda was both calm and resilient. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean she was nice, but... Well, no, she said, one moment she could be smiling ear to ear. Yeah, so... At some point she was happy and kind, I guess. Or at least happy. So... Oh... So that does bring up a question. That does partly answer my question before, as I was wondering if what kind of effect the Tannerum crystal had on her. Was it how had it been making it worse or what? Well, maybe. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean the crystal was up to did it. Probably could have done part of it, but. Maybe the war itself, might have changed her. Or maybe, the witches being hunted and killed could have changed her. So, could have just made her madder or angrier. Might not necessarily have been the crystal, so. But, okay. Let's continue on. Buffet. The two of us were like sisters. We did so much together. We learned together, explored the kingdom together. I can say with all certainty that we were the best of friends. That's right. And then the fairy tales happened. Now, see. When Hilda killed the first human, she was corrupted. Her darkness swallowed her whole. Lucette, I do not remember a time before Mother was corrupted, and so I cannot imagine the woman Parfait describes. I know the old Hilda would have wanted to show you the beauty in things, Princess. She would not want you to suffer. I'm sorry you became so embroiled in things. It was inevitable. That's Lucette. If Delora hadn't cursed me, then I would still be in the palace, and I would be just as helpless as everyone else. So while I am out here, I have the responsibility to help everyone. I touched the incomplete glass slipper at my neck. I still haven't even done 3 good deeds. Parfait. Don't look so sad. You will complete your 3 good deeds and things will go back to normal. And of course, you still have friends here when you return. And come your 18th birthday, Delora and I will teach you about magic. Walt is eager to help too. But for now, our top priority is a plan. Rest easy, Princess. Things will work out. It is hard to believe that this problem could be so easily solved, but I will try to believe. When Parfait leaves, I am left to my own thoughts. I hope everyone at the palace is okay, and that they can hold on until we come up with our plan. But I feel like we are already running out of time. It's a picture. Nice picture of Chevalier. Days go by, and I find myself assisting Chevalier at times. Other times I remain at the Marchen to help conceptualize a plan. None of our plans have actually shown any promise yet, but with all of our minds put together, we should be able to come up with something. A week later, I find myself standing outside the clinic door, waiting for Chevalier. And here he is. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Princess. You can drop the title, you know. Lucette, but you are a princess in my eyes. Yes, but you do not need to address me by title. Just my name is fine. Chevalier reaches out to take my hand and then immediately pulls his hand back, eyes wide. Ah, I forgot it. Forgot what? The medicine that I needed for parfait. Give me a moment, Prince Lucette. Chevalier plants a quick kiss on my forehead before running inside. I stare at the stars as I wait. I turn but see no one walking around the plaza. I inch closer toward the door of the clinic as I take another look around. There's a man here. Or there's a man's voice anyway. Boo. Yes, some man here. I suddenly see the silhouette of a man. He takes a few more steps towards me and then stops in front of me. No, I recognize him immediately. His appearance left quite an impression on me the last time. It's the guy with the cloak, the black cloak and the black mask, and the cane with the wolf head on it. Man, out at night by yourself? Certainly you know that wolves prowl these streets at night. Lucette, what do you want? I take a step back and press myself to the door. I reach for the door handle, but the man reaches out to grab my wrist, holding it to the door. I'd say my answer to that question is complicated, Princess. Well, that's right. By the expression on your face, I must have hit the nail right on the head, huh? You are the princess. How do you know who I am? That is part of the mystery, isn't it? I attempt to wrestle my wrist out of his fingers. Man, come with me quietly, and you won't get hurt. Oh, God. Okay, we could scream for help or go quietly. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to scream for help because Chevalier will come running over and he'll hurt him to get to me, you know. And Chevalier will try to protect me, and then he might get hurt. I don't want him to get hurt, so. Oh well. Oh, what a vicious choice here. Go quietly or scream for help. I don't want to scream for help. I think I better go quietly. At least if I go quietly, maybe Chevalier will know I'm missing and he'll go back to the tavern and then, or hopefully he'll go back to the tavern and get reinforcements, or at least some people will come. Okay, well, it's too late, I already chose, so I stare at him resolutely, but my heart is sinking, and any hope I am holding on to is quickly sinking with it. There's nothing I can do in this situation. He could easily muffle my words and maybe even gag me. If I am not careful, he might even kill me, and I cannot die here. Nothing? I thought you'd at least try resisting a little. But if you're not going to act first, then I will. No, I just don't want him to kill the man that I love, you know. The man opens a small vial right in front of my face. Something sweet wafts in the air, and I suddenly feel myself falling into darkness. Into darkness as I collapse. Oh, he was gonna do that anyway. So. Oh God, I'm back in my old palace room with my dolls and my bed. Excuse me. Wow, it's so colorful. It's surprising. It's so pink looking and everything, you know. Where am I? As Lou said. I glance around me. My room. I look around cautiously, checking to see if anything in my room is different. The last time I was here before I was cursed. The last time I was here was before I was cursed. How is it that this room is the same? Man, Sleeping Beauty has awoken. I move to stand up before realizing that my legs are numb. Shame to see you so easily tamed, princess. In here I thought you would be fun. I glance up to look at the man, who is now standing right at my bedside. How do you know who I am? Are you a witch? A witch? Me? Huh. He bursts into laughter. I would rip the witches to shreds if I could. If he could, then you are cursed? The man simply smirks at me, but says nothing in response. He brushes the words aside with a gesture of his hand. There's no diamond popped up. Does that mean I made the wrong choice? Or I can't tell with that diamond thing. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's supposed to be different colors or if it's sometimes like okay, whatever. I don't know that thing. I don't know if that. Whatever. I'm making my own choices. So, and I think I believe in my heart that I made the right one. Okay. The man simply smirks at me, but says nothing in response. He brushes the words aside with a gesture of his hand. Are you working for Mithros? Probably. I glare at his vague answer. My name is Vog. Or Vog. Okay. And I have been assigned to be your personal knight. What? I already have a personal knight. Oh, you mean Fritz? I got rid of him. Wait. Is that Fritz? Underneath the mask? Is Vog actually Fritz? Hold on. I can't remember if Fritz had like black hair or not, like that. And that color eyes. I haven't seen him in so long, I can't remember what he looks like. Or does he just mean that he killed him? Or does he mean that he killed off the old him and became the new him by becoming Varg? Okay. Lucette, you... No playing with the Queen's daughter, Varg. That's Mithros. Mithros has suddenly appeared. Speaking. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that's right. Mithros. He's the creepy guy. At least the one I thought was creepy. Speaking to the portrait. Yeah, he was. Mithros enters the room. Now he stands in the doorway, eyeing the both of us with a smile that is so oddly reminiscent of his usual one that it makes me sick. Mithros. Princess, you look more and more like your mother every day. Why the scowl on your face is almost a perfect reflection. He moves to stand in front of me. At the same time, Vog begins to take slow and careful footsteps to the edge of my room. What have you done with everyone? Inconsequential or consequential? What? Mithros clicks his tongue impatiently. Inconsequential or consequential people? I narrow my eyes at him. I have no idea who he defines as inconsequential or consequential. Where are the king and the rest of the family? Where is Fritz? Where Were you the one who killed Sir Alcaster? Ah, inconsequential then. To start, your night is gone, Princess. I've replaced him with Varg here. And Alcaster. Well, we had a common cause at first. We both wanted the crown. Sir Alcaster was also betraying the king. But Alcaster was a brute. He wanted to needlessly kill the royal family and steal the crown for himself. At first I had thought he was calm and calculating. But it turns out that he was just a power-hungry fool. Though I did want to take the crown, I wanted to avoid the bloodshed of certain important people. Mithros smiles at me. It is a look that makes my blood run cold. So, I disposed of him and the rest of his knights. Oh, but don't worry, Princess. I assure you that your family is resting in their rooms, just like you are resting in yours. What? Do not worry. You will see them shortly for dinner. I have my doubts about Mithros' story. But if what he said was true, then Sir Alcaster wanted to kill the royal family, and Mithros saved them. But then he decimated the knights and took the royal family hostage. Why would he do such a thing? They're prisoners then. Prisoners in their own home? Nonsense. We're all just awaiting the Queen's return together. The Queen? Slowly, I feel pieces beginning to fit together. The Queen. He cannot be talking about Ophelia. Lucette's having a flashback. She's thinking of Delora. Delora is a doll. Delora. Do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? Oh God, no, not that. No way. That's so bad. That's so wrong. That never turns out right. I totally forgot about that she asked that. It was Lucette asking Delora, the Delora doll. Wow, I forgot that was way back at the beginning of the game. Mother is dead. Is she? Really? Oh God. You can bring Mother back from the dead? We can, Princess. This is Mithros speaking, by the way. The Queen has been resting for a long time, waiting for you to gain your powers so that you can help her escape her prison. You're not making any sense. I struggle to keep my words from faltering. How is Mother alive? And what does he mean by a prison? The Tannum Realm is the Queen's prison. It is linked to the Queen's power. Though others presume she was dead, the Queen sealed the last of her powers inside the crystal. Oh. All she requires is your power, Princess. My power? When you become the next bearer, you will have the ability to release the Queen from her prison. Oh. My birthday is in a week. That is when I am meant to take on the responsibilities of becoming the bearer, though Parfait and Delora never went into more detail beyond that. Oh, that's why they then got a hold of her before the week was up. Mithros, you finally get to see your mother again, Princess. I still cannot quite take in everything he has just said. However, if Mithros had approached me before the curse, I would have helped Mother in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, that's right. But it was Mother who was the last Tannenbaum bearer, and the one who brought darkness to Angel. I once believed that Mother was the only person to ever love me. Now I know that I was wrong, that she shut me in from a world that I should have known. But still, even now I wish she were here. She was here. I take a deep breath. But I cannot afford to be selfish. I cannot put anyone else in danger. I will not help you. You don't have a choice, Princess. I have set the stage for my queen's return. All that's left is to free her from her cage. We will speak more of this at the dining table. Mithros leaves the room, leaving me briefly with Fog. I just want to reflect on this for a moment, that she mentioned that she still wants to see her mother, which I can see. I also can see that, thinking about the way she was brought up, and she's only been at the machine a short time, that she certainly still, not that she necessarily believes that only a mother loves her, but I think she still loves her mother and wants to see her. So I can see it being a very, for me, I'm thinking, no, don't bring your mother back. That's terrible. It'll be horrible. But I can see her really wanting to see her mother again after she thought she was dead, and wanting to see her again. Yeah. Okay. Mithros leaves the room, leaving me briefly with Fog. Fog smiles at me beneath his mask, then brings his index finger to the temple of his head and loops it. He mouths the word crazy. Lucette, you said you would tear witches apart, so why do you serve Mithros? A good question. Not a very good answer, apparently. But you're not going to answer me. How perceptive of you, Princess. He smirks at me before following Mithros out the door. I am once again left by myself in the room. Everything Mithros just told me swirls through my mind. My mother, alive. And he killed everyone only to take the crown and keep it for her. A shudder runs through my body. She cannot return. No, she's decided. Okay, good. I spend the next hour looking around my room for things that might aid my escape. I know where everyone else's rooms are too, but I have no idea how heavily guarded they are, and I doubt I could help them. That's actually very correct, I would imagine. I must return to the machine. I test the window, but it is locked, probably with magic. I search my shelves. The dolls that used to comfort me can do nothing for me now. Last, I check my drawers, but though there are many things in them, there is nothing that looks like it could help me escape. Oh, I wonder if she has a window she can... As I am searching, I come across a box and pause to pick it up. Some kind of brown box with wings on it, like wing emblems on the top. Okay. I remember this. It was given to me by Mother with strict instructions not to open it and always keep the key hidden. Really? I search the drawer again for the key. The moment I begin to set the box down, I see a small golden key at the bottom of the drawer. I pick it up and am about to open the box when I stop. this is hardly a priority right now. Well, I was thinking, I set the key down next to the box. I was thinking that might be dangerous, or that might be helpful. I should be searching for a way to escape. I turned to see Varg's smiling face at the door. No. Another guy who doesn't knock. You look like a criminal who's just been caught doing something naughty, says the criminal himself. Maybe we're meant for each other. I narrow my eyes as he approaches. Behind his back, I can make out the open door. Don't even think about it. You don't want me to pounce you in the hallways, do you? That would be unpleasant. He seems very violent, put it that way. Varg grabs my wrist. I attempt to struggle free, but he holds tight to me. I will be your escort to dinner tonight. I keep my head held high as Varg escorts me from the room. Oh wow, it's been so long since I've seen the palace hallways and things. It looks so weird seeing it now. On the way to we're in the hallways of the palace. On the way to the dining hall, I glimpse the rest of the palace. It is mostly empty, save for a few soldiers. The soldiers that do stand there have a glazed look in their eyes and look right through me. Puppets. That's Varg saying it. A spell cast by Mithros? Varg does not answer me as he pulls me through the hallway. No, God, we're in the palace hall. Okay. This file is getting on very long, so we're in the dining hall, the palace dining hall, and maybe this might be the best time for a break, and so we can make our choices without. Yeah, this would be the good time. Okay. She's in the dining hall. Before everything starts happening, why don't we break here? And I'll see you next time. Let's make a little cliffhanger here. And I hope that you join me again. And that I see you soon. Okay, so goodbye.